After a few hours, the rain and wind start to recede. And soon it reduces back down to a drizzle. You have the feeling that the storms for the week are kind of starting to come to the end.
Thank God. What time is it?
This is about like 1:30.
In the afternoon?
Yeah.
In the morning.
Stoneheart's gonna get up and start looking outside and just waiting at the door for everyone.
I think we're all back by now.
Yeah.
Well, if it's dying down, can we head out?
I'll start walking.
Right. An hour passes. And eventually, the muddy road continues westward before turning slightly north. The landscape has grown a little more rugged in this area. Up ahead, you see what appears to be a small, partially walled outpost. A few wooden buildings behind a stone wall to weather the coastal storms from the east, while also keeping out the occasional bandit. The settlement lies against a large hill, and you see a mine with a few men and women entering several shafts carved from the dark stone of the hill.
Oh, I forgot this was here.
What is it?
Mining City. Where are we supposed to go? Yeah.
What? It's not here, though, right?
Not here, no.
Yeah. Not here.
Well, I mean, you all heard her, so, you're looking for, Haven Beam.
Haven Beam.
Yeah.
To be honest, I really thought we were going to get ambushed in the house.
I thought we were going to have some encounter with a gnome.
Do we want to stay here? Or keep moving?
It's
I
only,
mean,
two
the road
something?
goes through, huh?
It's only what?
It's like 2:30. You can
yeah.
stop off there. It's so it's like kind of like a few buildings, mining settlement.
Are they selling diamonds?
Oh my gosh.
It's a mining settlement. What do you
I'm
think?
gonna go check for diamonds.
Yeah. So,
All right.
Should
Just
be
be back quickly. We want to move.
All right.
Does anyone want to go shopping with me?
Sure.
All right, sure.
There should be someone to sell as well. Should I have it back? Points at the 1 foot cylinder thing.
Oh. I was going to sell it or trade it for diamonds.
Let me sell it, because I don't want you to seduce some random dude or whoever.
Wouldn't that mean we get more money for it?
Yes, but it's unethical.
Since when have you cared about ethics? I think you just want the money. We're just gonna walk off.
Okay. Okay.
You gave it a good shot, Stoneheart.
I don't really care.
Right. You wander through the town. You notice a few mine carts coming off the rails. A few people just kind of standing around. Their clothes covered in stone, dust, and coal powder as they kind of just heave like their hauls into what appears to be a small caravan has kind of set up. A few goats tied to wagons as they lift up a few of their bits of ore to move onto the road. So, Stoneheart, you know the name of this
I can recall.
Windstone. Windstone Mines. The Windstone Mines. Which, are you going to share with that with the group?
Sure. Oh,
Okay. So these are the Windstone Mines. Small mining settlement. That's all Stoneheart really tells you. Are you looking for someone to sell?
Yes, I'm gonna ask just one of the locals. Excuse me, do you know where I might maybe like a pawn shop or something, or somewhere I could buy a rare gems or something?
You kind of walk up to a tired-looking younger tiefling woman. That would be Theo. You can he's the blue one, kind of over there by the shaft, down there.
Right, thank you.
I just want to make sure I am following him, right?
yeah, I think
Well, I didn't know you, but okay, yes, you can.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I said I was following
Okay,
him.
yeah.
Okay.
Elena's not.
Elena's
I'm
not.
just gonna stand in the middle of the town and look menacing. Elena will just look around.
Just walk up and just...
All right.
Tarantula's just gonna awkwardly stand next to Elena.
No, I'm not actually standing there. I'm walking around.
Okay.
I don't want to buy it.
All right, so you see So you see Theo, a blue dragonborn, kind of just wearing typical like mining clothing, work clothes. He's middle-aged with kind eyes. Kind of just turns around and looks at you, and he's like, "Hoi there. What can I help you with?"
Well, I'm looking to buy some things and sell some things. And
Ah.
Aerith's gonna take his backpack off and take out the little cylinder thing and the blood gem he has.
Well, as mayor of this here settlement, I think I have the authority to do that. What is that?
This is, I'm not actually quite sure. I'm not
It's
too
a
familiar
power source.
what he said. It's an ancient power source. You know the ancients, of course. Very powerful magic. It probably could resell for quite a bit.
I don't know if I'm not an expert on that sort of thing. If you maybe went, a few miles to the coast to Greencliff, there's a woman there who runs a warehouse that might.
Yes, but
Could
she's
be a good
quite
deal.
awful.
What?
Damn.
It kind of just scans the group. You come in with them. Kind of gestures over to Elena and Tarantula. Were you with them?
I was with Elena.
Okay, just kind of gestures over to them.
Why do you ask?
Oh, we got a telegraph talking about you guys a while ago.
What did it say?
It was from Valrez.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. What did she say?
That you would bring looked for, and that we should probably, make sure you don't get found.
Yes, that would be quite good.
Don't worry about me. Don't worry, we got you covered here.
Is there people to find us here?
Kind of glances around. Let's talk inside.
Alright.
I don't think they're here yet, but can't be too sure. He kind of just walks over to like one of the wooden shack, just kind of nearby. That has kind of been set up as a small homestead. Kind of knocks on the door. It's like, Celia, it's me. And then you see the door opened by a smaller like blue dragonborn, maybe about 4 years old. Opens the door and is like, yeah, Dad. What's up? Mom's kind of busy. He's like, oh, right. Let's go in really quick, shall we? Yeah. You kind of walk inside. It's a cozy interior with a wood-burning iron stove and a table. You see a gold dragonborn just kind of sitting there, sorting through like a few papers and ledgers and stuff. Wearing 2 spectacles, she kind of like looks up and spots Theo, and then looks back at you guys. These are the ones we expecting? Yeah, they're the ones from Greencliff. Yeah. All right, sit down. It's kind of a bit of a tale. Celia, tea? On it? Right.
Yes, thank you for your hospitality. Like I said, I understand if you aren't willing to take this strange thing. I don't even really know what it is myself, but I was hoping I could, trade this bloodstone for a diamond of equal value. I have more use for it than whatever this is.
Right. I think I've had a bit of luck. Let me go check the. Kind of walks over and you see him walk outside for a bit before coming back with a wrapped cloth before opening it up and revealing what appears to be a small shard of crystal glass diamond, just kind of sitting there. This what you're looking for?
Let's kind of pick it up and inspect it. Will this work as a focus for...
Yeah. Well,
yes, this is what I was looking for. Is there any chance I could purchase some sort of like chain to hold it on? I don't know, something to hold the diamond in?
you'd have to talk to a smith for that, or a jeweler.
Is there a smith or a jeweler here?
I'm the best you got, and I haven't touched a smithy in 3 years now.
I can do it.
Ah, well, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, the man of
The-
many talents.
Salvagers tend to be a jack of all trades. I'm familiar with your group. But anyway, the other folk that have been coming through this area recently. So, are you all familiar with the cult of the Bloodtooth?
Unfortunately, yes.
They're, how about you, Law? You've been a bit silent since you came in here.
Yeah.
We're not here.
Yeah, we're not here.
Oh, okay. He just gestured for you. He gestured for you guys to follow in. He looked at you guys. I don't know if I communicated that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
All right,
Tarantula would have went inside then.
You're in there now.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry.
Story commands it, then story it shall be.
After a while, Celia brings a bit of tea in porcelain cups. Xena, can you come over here and... I'm going to sneeze, wait. Okay. It's really annoying when that happens. Okay, so...
The sneeze is nervous. Everyone's
the sneeze is
watching,
just
so
sitting
you're
there,
like...
Oh, okay. Anyway, Xena, could you keep an eye outside? And then you see the 4-year-old young dragonborn go, "Oh yeah, da," and she opens up the curtains and just kind of. All right. Are you okay? Same question to you guys. Are you familiar with the cults of the Bloodtooth?
Yes.
Would Tarantula have, known
Not
about...
before you arrived at that town. No.
Okay.
City. Small city.
I guess I have a little bit of experience. Not a lot, though.
The Bloodtooth are a terrorist organization that started out in the West, but have since spread to throughout. Recently, they've been trying to move eastward in this region along the coast. Valrez attempted to make a stand against them at Greencliff, but they, with you lot, but it turns out they're a bit more widespread than even she thought, and I've known about this for the past few months. They've been slowly trickling in over time, so that we're pretty far out from authority and pretty far out from the capital, so there's not much help here to be watched. And some of them have been so slow that they even know several mayors of the towns that are members. They've, it's been a slow invasion. That's why we have to be a little bit cautious. Isn't that right, Xena? Yeah, da. Good job keeping watch.
Do you want... I can go keep watch, too. If you'd like.
Go ahead.
Pretty good at watching.
But, what are you guys doing out here?
Well, we were getting out of town because, we didn't make the best impression with the Bloodtooth Syndicate, as I'm sure you can tell. He's gonna leave the Bloodstone on the counter, just kind of pick up the diamond and put it in his pouch.
Mm-hmm.
We're just passing through, actually. We're on our way to Havenbeam.
Haven.
If you're familiar.
Havenbeam? Is that the town? Is that the... What is that?
It's a safe house.
It's a safe house.
It's a safe house?
I think so, right?
Havenbeam.
Farmhouse, right?
That name sounds familiar. Havenbeam.
It's a location.
It's a I'm not sure if it's a
Stoneheart, save us.
No idea.
It's been too long.
That's what notes are for. Celia, did we know a Havenbeam? It was a... Oh, yeah, I think we did. Wait, you see the Dragonborn woman just kind of take her spectacles off and think for a second. I think, what was Lisa? She comes to town every once in a while, right, to buy cigarettes. What's her, isn't her last name Havenbeam? She owns a homestead out. I think, it would be, I think north of here. I think you'll notice it. It's a small farm.
I'm sure.
Nothing else really out there. Kind of pressed against one of the ruins. Yes.
Old manor ruin, right?
Manor ruin? No. I don't think manor. No, old homestead, small farm.
Pressed against one of the ruins, you
A
said.
manor out here? No.
What ruin?
Oh, the walls around here. Not the there. I don't remember the salvagers gave them a name. I'm not that familiar with it.
Oh, okay.
The big things,
Right.
big hunks of metal that are left over from time before the gods. Who knows? But you're looking for Lisa? Is what I've gathered here?
Well, we could. We didn't know that she existed until just now. We were just going to Havenby.
Actually, you did. But,
did?
yeah, you did.
Okay.
Runs a farm.
Okay. Yes,
Probably.
we are looking for Lisa.
Yeah, you should reach it by evening. It's not that far of a walk. But I think, we want to stop around town, like, kind of get a look. Yeah, we've got a few accommodations if you guys want to go around, like, looking for a shop, get some rest. It would probably be, advisable after the rainstorm.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well, thank you for your hospitality and for the diamond.
I think I'll send a telegraph back to Valres, notifying her that you've reached this far.
How much is that diamond worth?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's more of a sentimental thing. It's not really.
I'd weighed it about 28 gold pieces.
Okay. Keep the rest as a tip.
It needs to be 50 to cast chromatic orbs.
It needs
Well,
to be,
never mind.
it needs to be 50. Sorry, that's my misunderstanding there.
I just got scanned.
About
Rewind.
50. My bad.
That would have been really
We
funny.
don't know how the government, guys. We don't know how the government system works out here. Maybe it's so plentiful down here that it doesn't cost so much.
Yeah, go to the next town and it's worth 200.
It's about enough for you to take that rock and trade it in for this rock. Basically, is what you're getting here.
You just wanted a different color rock.
Yeah.
No, you need it to be a diamond.
He wanted a shinier rock.
Are we gonna stay here? Or are
You
we
didn't
gonna
like the
leave?
red.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
It's good tea.
Are we going?
What just happened?
There's
Elena
tea
will-
on the
Oh,
table.
there's-
Oh, there's tea. Oh, tea. Aerith is gonna kind of pull Theo aside. Can I talk to you for a quick second?
Yeah. What's up?
Just outside.
Right. Okay. Be out here.
Aerith kind of walks out with Theo. Listen, in your telegram to Valres, I'm sure that she won't be getting out any information to anyone, but please specify to her that don't tell anyone who's looking for me specifically anything. Even if they aren't Bloodtooth, even if they say they're friends, please tell her that. I meant to tell her before I left, but it slipped my mind.
I think I can manage that.
Thank you.
Anyway, and you kind of see the tiefling woman from earlier. Hey, Theo! I need a bit of help over here with this. And then you see Theo like kind of nods, like, hey, let's walk over here.
Thanks.
What's exactly happened down in Greencliff? Kind of caused quite a stir.
Well, the cult of the Bloodtooth kidnapped some of Valres's people, and were holding them hostage. They, called in some weird, creepy guy who, I don't know, he had some strange name, I don't remember it, but
Creepy guy? Like what?
I don't really know how to explain it. He wore a mask, talked in a weird voice, and just look at him, he got chills.
That sounds horrifying.
Truly was. But Valres hired us to get her people back, and we did after she blew up some buildings.
Oh, that would be the Valorous I knew.
Yes. That's pretty much it, though, although we did draw quite a bit of ire from the Bloodtooth cult. They're expanding, well, too quickly for my liking.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't really know about them. I heard, like... wasn't there something to do with politics in the West? Something about the city blowing up?
Yes, I haven't been to the West in a long time.
Yeah. I don't remember that. I think I remember something having to do with that. Like, not sure.
Did they leave?
Did who leave? Are you following? You can follow if you want.
I'm just drinking the tea, bro.
Kind of starts
So I
helping.
was
Like,
just sitting there drinking the tea.
see him like kind of start helping like load ore bags. Are you going like bags
Yeah,
of ore? Okay, you kind of
Just like heave one up.
yeah. All right. Loading them into the caravan. Right. I'm gonna go back and send a message.
Yes. We'll probably go and find an inn for the night. Do you have any recommendations?
In for the night. It's not that far to. It's not that far to
Oh.
Lisa's place. You can head down.
So should we just walk then?
Yeah. Do you want a meal?
That might be nice. Although we did have some.
I think Celia can cook something up.
That would be
Alright,
nice.
good. Still debating over who's the better cook at this point. I think I am.
Well, thank you for your advice. And
You know shepherd's pie? I do miner's pie.
miner's pie.
There is so much meat. I'm getting very good at this recently. I think it's in the recipe. I think I'm perfecting it.
Well, I would love to try it sometime.
We'll see.
Aerith is just gonna kind of nod to Theo and walk back inside.
Okay. After you guys kind of wander around, I guess, for a bit. Are you going to do that? Any of you looking for anything in particular? Like any equipment? Anything you might want in this general
What kind
area?
of equipment are they selling?
Anything that would involve jewels, anything that would involve mining, and maybe a few other things gathered from the local area. Go ahead and give me a suggestion, and I'll tell you.
Would they have any arrows?
Arrows. No. Arrows.
I'm running low.
You're running low on arrows?
arrow.
How many do you have
Are you
stone armor?
counting your arrows?
How many do you have stone armor?
Yeah.
How many do you have stone armor?
Infinite.
Whoa, I'm bugging out.
Should
What
I
was
not be counting my
You're just-
arrows?
Yeah, never mind.
It's
I
taking
I
him
don't.
so long to scroll
do not.
through his list
We'll
of
say that-
I mean,
equipment.
good on you for the integrity, but also I could never.
I had at least 10.
At least.
Okay.
There you
So
go.
that big pile of arrows you had.
Just 10.
10 arrows.
They have a backstory. But
It's
we're not
like
gonna go into
when
that
you're
now.
playing a video game and you find a big pile of stuff and then it gives you like nothing.
Yeah. Wow, look at this pile of gold. You got 1 gold piece.
Stone's like, don't worry, we got plenty of arrows. Drops like 10 arrows.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're good.
All right, arrows. Oh, there is a. You notice kind of what looks like an armory of sorts, and they do. After talking around for a bit, they do have a Fletcher, kind of based around there.
Fletcher.
Yeah. How many do you wish to buy?
How much are they?
How much are they? Oh, is it? DM to DM here, remind me. Is it like 2? I don't have that
I thought it
memorized.
was 1 or 2.
I think they come in like packs of 30, right?
Come on, packs of like 30. Here, let's pause really quick. Has about 10 you can get for about 6 silver.
6 silver? Okay.
Marked up a little bit because, yeah,
Because they feel mean.
because they don't know you.
It's because they hate me. My vibe is off. I knew it.
And you aren't a member of the local militia of just random people that get rotated on and off of it. Okay.
Plus, they found Jim dead with an arrow in his heart last week.
How many silver for?
6 silver for 10.
Okay.
Are you going to pay a gold piece? We can haggle.
Yeah.
You look way too excited about the prospect of haggling.
You're like,
Leaning back.
yes.
It's like a standoff.
I don't know how to haggle. Oh no.
You're a rogue. You can just say stuff.
Oh,
I know, it's a problem. I'm literally a rogue, and I'm like, how do I haggle?
I'll give you 14 for that much.
And then you say, how about I steal him?
I got about 14 for that much. Not much more.
For
14.
Can we bump that up? 17, maybe?
17? I've only got 14.
Oh, you only have 14? Okay.
I could steal Jimmy's, but
I mean, you could.
That's canon now. That's canon.
For a gold piece,
Yeah.
take 2 of his, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, 16.
Yeah.
You good with that? Okay.
Yeah.
Reaches over, just like hunts through like someone's like quiver, pulls out 2 of them, pulls the rest out from her quiver, hands them to you.
Alright, thank you. And she just drops a gold piece on there and takes
Theo
it.
said this was okay, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Don't shoot anyone.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that.
We
Not with an arrow.
mostly use these for hunting, but okay. I mean, technically we should be using them for defending the town, but not much comes out here.
Yeah, well, thank you. And she walks away.
All right, bye.
Your arrow count has increased to 17.
But you only had 1 arrow?
No, I did not have only 1 arrow.
I just like to imagine.
Okay.
Actually, would they be selling pearls down here?
Pearls. Oh, pearls?
Pearls.
How do you want pearls?
Unlikely.
A pearl. I would assume no.
Oh, you're gonna hunt around?
Yeah.
Make an investigation
I'm
check.
so
We'll say for the next 30
It's
minutes
because
or
the
so.
candle demands it.
Yes, kind of
Candle demands it.
Whoever wants pearl, we get pearl.
Okay. So investigation, you said?
Yeah.
Alright. That was the wrong button.
We'll just see how long it takes.
How long will it take him to roll the dice?
Alright, investigation. I can do it. Alright, 14.
14.
Yeah.
Takes about 45 minutes to see you hunt around. There is 1 pearl. You got lucky. Someone traded it in Someone traded it in a while ago while coming back from a caravan in Greencliff. You guys are bringing up stuff the most obscure things I don't know the prices to. I'm so sorry. Okay.
I don't know.
What are you looking for? A spell component?
Yeah.
Is it for identify?
Yeah.
Okay. How much does it? What's the
100.
suggested? 100.
Oh, that's why you want
Okay,
pearl.
that's easier.
I was like, what? Oh, you know identify.
It'll be a little bit marked up. So 127.
Okay. Well, can I try and trade the bloodstone for it? I have 28 gold.
Bloodstone's a little bit fall short of that. It's not a precious stone. It's a semi-precious
I'm gonna
stone.
throw another bloodstone onto the
Okay.
table.
And I'm gonna smile at the dealer.
Kind of see
Actually, hang on, hang on.
you see an old you see
Let's not throw the bloodstone. Let's just have him smile at the dealer.
you see like this old hunched dwarf with a long gray beard and just like he has maybe about 4 teeth left. And it's just kind of sitting there. It's like, damn, where'd you get all these?
It's our secret.
All right, these 2 here shiny stones, they'll cover a bit of the pearl. I could try dividing it in half, but I think that'll take down the value. Maybe you could throw in 15 more gold piece. I'll take it.
Sure. I'll throw in 15 gold pieces.
All right, this here thing, he just takes it and then he drops it in your hand.
Cool.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Such a scammer.
No, we kind of.
You shut your trap. Big, scary man.
Big scary and big sexy.
The ultimate combo.
And then just small.
And candle.
All right.
Small candle man.
After a while, you kind of are all wandering about the town, and as you're heading back, you see kind of what appears to be a crowd that is formed kind of in the middle of the town, and you see what appears to be the group of people, you kind of are at the back of the crowd, but the group of people has there's a space kind of around the middle of them, and it's kind of nearby Theo's house. And through the gaps between the many people just kind of standing around, you hear there's a nervous energy running through the town at the moment. As you see between the gaps, a red sash and armor kind of sitting there. And you see standing there among them a member of the Cults of the Bloodtooth, standing there looking around at all of you, a smile on his face. A rough brown beard and long brown hair and blue eyes just kind of sitting there peeking around going, I'm here to notify you of a fugitive hiding in your midst, a silver dragonborn in his later years. He hides behind the guise of a salvager named Stoneheart, an identity invented when coming to these lands hoping we'd forget. But we don't forget traitors. His real name is Blackstorm Steel. He is armed and dangerous, as any of his associates would be. And your mayor's been hiding him. Isn't that right, Theo? You see Theo just kind of look out, and you see a scared Celia and kind of like clutching onto Xena, who appears to be like crying in the crowd. He kind of just sits there looking. Xena, look at me. Everything's going to be okay. Celia, take her inside. I love you both so much. And you see the knife that this cultist is holding to his neck.
Aerith is gonna grab.
I have the ready action. Can I take my action?
Are you walking out of the...
He does have a ready action.
Are you gonna walk out of the
Yeah.
crowd? Okay. You're walking out of the crowd.
I'm gonna walk out. Oi!
Okay, he's about 40 feet away from you.
Can I take my action?
Are you going to take your action? He has a knife to someone's throat. And he pulls up like this. Ain't a step farther.
You know who I am?
I know who you are.
You want me? Have me.
Do you know how many people you killed?
Yeah?
23 people died in Greencliff because of you. 10 of them in an explosion you chucked at our warehouse. I remember growing up an urchin in Ram's Horn, working my hands to the bone for half a rusted coin a day. Out of Sabretooth and you, I looked up to you the most. An urchin like me making a difference. And you joined our oppressors. I had a family once. You thought you could run away all these years without consequences? I think not, traitor. You've taken enough from me. It's time I take something from you. And he slashes Theo's throat out. Blood sprays through the crowd, and he falls over coughing, and is lifeless within a few seconds. His blood is on your hands. Down with the old world order. Long live Sabretooth!
Okay. I'm gonna take my action. And as he sees this, just the eyes in Blackstorm's eyes, just empty, he shakes. He flips out his coat, pulls out his gun. With a blazing fire, it shoots fire throughout the crowd. The ground burns. Rings of fire come off of his bullet as it flies towards him. It hits him and explodes into flame.
Make an attack roll for me. As you see what appears to be a long revolver, runes and intricate carvings along its side as he pulls the trigger back.
That's a 26 to hit.
It's a 26 to hit?
Oh,
okay. Now, roll a d10. Roll 1d10 of, I believe, bludgeoning damage plus 3d10 of fire damage. As you see an explosion of this bullet, like, flies out, and for a second, you see, as it rotates through the barrel, crystal. And then the bullet flies out.
Question, what does the bullet do? How much do I roll for that?
3d10 of fire damage followed by that.
Jesus Christ.
You see rings of blue fire fly off of this bullet in a shockwave as a single blue beam of energy flies out towards this man.
That should be 24 damage.
24 damage. You see the flames wrapping out, a trail of blue fire, and then all of a sudden there's just an explosion at the end of the crowd, and the man turns to ash instantly.
Oh my god. Can I just say that I did predict that he had a gun?
You just see blue fire lying in a trail through the crowd. And in the center of all of it, you see the gunslinger put his gun back in its holster.